hey, I think I like this, you know. I'm sitting out here at 9 o'clock at night and I'm still working on leather instead of, you know, eating dinner. So maybe there's something here. The reason I got into leather to begin with was kind of out of necessity. I was riding a bunch of horses and colts for people and working at the stockyard, and colts break things. So I went to Tandy and kind of got a little intro there slightly, and my mom pushed me into it and she bought me a hide. Went and bought a couple more books and a couple of tools and just started playing with it and patching some of my stuff up. Whenever I first started doing it, I did get a lot of repairs, especially from the guys at the stockyard, because they had the same sort of problems going on with all of their stuff. So, you know, yeah, I'd get all that stuff, stirrup leathers and things like that. So that's where I initially started out with, was saddle work, and that's what I wanted to do. It evolved into other things from there, though. I got more business off of belts and small items like that than I did off of saddle work. I could make more money at it, to be honest with you. And there was a big demand for high-end custom belts and things like that. I do have a goal this year to start my first saddle, finally. I met a really great manager at the Tandy in Montgomery, and he started showing me some different things I could do and different ways to improve the stuff that I had been doing. And you know, he really pushed me in a positive way to start doing better work. That really moved me into the carving end of it and the art of it a little more. And until that point, I was kind of stuck. You know, I didn't know that I needed to rub my edges to make them smooth. I didn't know that, you know, going back over my bevel marks with a modeling spoon was gonna make it look better. I didn't know any of those things. And so Chance really helped me in that aspect and, you know, kind of pushing me to be better. Told Chance, which he thought I was nuts, that I'm quitting my job and I'm gonna start a leatherworking business. And he said, okay, well, I'll help you any way I can. It was fun going into the, you know, into the Tandy shop and hanging out, and I really genuinely felt like Chance was wanting to help me do better. Even though he may have thought I was crazy when I quit my job, he was genuinely wanting me to do better. And, you know, he continued to help me in any way I could, even whenever I wasn't coming into the store anywhere near as frequently as I was. He continued to help me, and that's kind of says something about somebody, even if, you know, they're not coming into the store all the time, that they'll take your call, and that's pretty cool. A natural artist, I've had to work really hard to be able to draw my own patterns and make them work the way I think that they ought to, and I still, you know, see flaws in them today, but always strive to improve, right? I went and I took a class, and that kind of sent it over the edge. It started putting all the puzzle pieces together. Once I picked up the tools and started tooling, I loved it. I loved it. I hated drawing, but I loved tooling. I hated drawing, but I loved tooling. It was fun. You know, whenever I first started doing it, I could pick it up and I could screw something up, and then I could go back over something and it doesn't look so bad anymore. And, you know, so it just kind of progressed from there. So I've always had a real enjoyment for actually tooling a piece, and it's always been fun. My biggest challenge that I've had is the drawing aspect. I had no idea how to draw. Instead of it taking me 20, 30 minutes to draw out a new belt design, it was taking me 4 to 16 hours. And you can't make money doing that. I can find inspiration for new designs just about anywhere, but you can do it just looking and walk around the yard. You know, go look at the flowers, take a walk, take a run. You know, the other thing I've started trying to do is draw every day. If I can draw something every day, 5 minutes, it helps whenever I do have to sit down and draw. I don't have to spend 30 minutes getting my brain into drawing. I can just go right into it. Best advice I would have to give is, oh shoot, this is a hard one. Don't be afraid to screw up. The only way you learn is from your mistakes. You have a new perspective and you see things differently the more you do it. It's a never-ending learning curve. You never stop. Hi, this is Dee Dee with D&D Leather. I'm out of Roanoke, Alabama. You can visit me at dndleather.com or D&D Leather on Facebook or Instagram. You don't put rubbing alcohol on leather. That's not something you case your leather with. Yeah, that would be the main one. That would be the biggest one. I'm Dee Dee and I like to shop at Dandy.